Okay, so we have Uni A taking on Yab next. We can follow that. All right, we're in. Sweet. All right, we're gonna follow Uni A into your upper bracket semifinals. Sorry, these are lightning fast, back to back. We don't have much time to really. Let's see. Midori is up 2-1 over Dreamland. Oh, and EDM also up 2-1 over Tapure. This is interesting. Let me go prep for our next match. Let me see. Who do we got? Bap and Has banned out? Who banned Has? Yeah, Ben Has? Yes. All right, they did have to. Looks like they're going to remake that lobby. But we will get a Hazard ban and a Baptiste ban. It was Young and Beautiful banning out the Hazard. They're just giving me time to get set up. That's all it is. Let's get into this one. It's Uni Acad taking on Young and Beautiful. Your upper bracket semifinals. I know we are just getting right into this. There's like no rest for the weary. I barely had time to get the logo up there. I don't know that I like the white. Oh well. You know what? You're gonna have to live with it for now. I might change the background of Yab to black.
Capture the objective.
Now this is an interesting clash with these two. I mean, two very hot upcoming teams. This was, Uni Academy or Radicad last season, and this was ASC Design was Avidity Ice last season, and both of which did exceptionally well in season 4 and just showed so much growth, so much promise. Juice being one of those. Hot upcoming hit scans, able to find Mage early. Mage, aka Bun. I don't know if she's the name changer or just an alt or I don't know, but I'm just gonna stick with Mage because that's what's on screen. Oh, but if we'll go to Uni A here and start things off. I do have your side swap, don't I? So which means I gotta fix your bans too. Yep, your teams are wrong. I know. Somebody's already yelling at me in chat. I expect it. I'll expect nothing less. Which then of course means your bans are backwards. Preds as well. I told you, they just got right into this. Was so fast. This was rolling. I've heard of rolling schedules. This was like, my goodness. Rolling light speed. All right, I swear I'm gonna get you some Preds. There you go. All right, we'll get locked in. I'm kind of feeling a bit of a whiplash myself. Like, wow, boom, right into another one. Considering I should engage here out of Young and Beautiful. Somewhere to answer here out of regime. Oh, and the push successfully pushed Santana down to the hole. What a move. AST's gonna regroup with the rest of the team. He saw the entirety juice with the OC, and everybody went down the stairs to go find Santana. This eventually get intercepted there by AST and Icy. We get another fight win here from, this is gonna put us tied. Deadlock 56 apiece, Sharon University. There it is. There it is. I knew somebody was gonna tell me to have the teams backwards. I appreciate you. Sorcerer of Knives, I appreciate you letting me know. Just so you know, we are on a delay, so they. But thank you anyways. In my own defense, I'm looking in Overwatch itself, right? I don't see the names at the top of my screen. Like, I don't see the team names. Like, I did eventually, like, look up and realize, like, oh, wait, those aren't the Uni A players. That is a very aggressive push from ASD. Oh, and it gets a mean energy jab into the face of Ivory. And 95%, I love the call. ASD knew that somebody was going to have to run to the point. Running into the back line would force their hand. And the aggressive push, they're out of Yab, will give them round 1.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle. Capture the objective.
Swift rollout. Both teams immediately going to go try to get their hit scan position on the high ground. Yab wins the race. We've seen Uni A play from this corner many times before. The last time we saw it with the Orisa, Santana tried to cycle through and buys enough time for Ivory to land a good shot. Let's get some Ivory pop here. Nice finish. Just following Neptune down to the ground, and that was a clean first fight. After the stats, I mean, stats are looking pretty even here. I meant to say after that fight, stats are looking pretty even here. I, intended to look at them after the university. Hey, better late than never. Okay, the entirety of the team goes up to the high ground. Good hallway control there from Uni A. There's the drop from AST. Is going to run all the way into the back line. Is able to pick up Ivory with that push. Have they overextended doing so? They have. Santana's able to trade it out, but Regime dies there on the flank. Button regrouping here at the back of the team. Juice leaps up to the high ground. Mage in pursuit. Chooses not to invest the pulse bomb on that. I think he was looking for it. Didn't like what they saw. And Juice comes up with those last 2 kills for the cleanup and the flip. So 3-packet hallway where you're seeing Mage threaten here from this side. Looks like the other 4 of Uni A moving into the front door. Little point presence posturing underneath the entirety of this defense will force the drop. ASD goes to the front door, all the way out the front door. Catches Ivory. Beautiful jab. Immediately the flip happens underneath though. Yab loses control through the rest of this fight. They're going to miss a Kitsune rush, try to run down Santana. End up catching Regime there in the back line, just leaping up through the top. Regime will not get away. Neither will Santana for that matter. Despite, kind of giving up a cheeky flip and losing some would-be percentage, they do swiftly win the fight thereafter. A lot of ults built up here for you, Young and Beautiful. Huddled up in this corner just makes it so hard to get to. Oh, I love the slide in, try to intercept Ivory. Ducks around the corner, finds himself in a 1v2 and will not win it. Graveyard with a beautiful headshot, put Juice down. Meanwhile, back on the point, Neptune has the sound barrier. We got a photon barrier, both in play here from Young and Beautiful. The Icy Sniper's been able to leverage it with a kill on the Mage. 4v4, they low Santana, blocking up in the corner with the Annihilation, just will not survive. Graveyard never able to get in position to get the Kitsune rush out. Maybe it just didn't come out of time, but it is thrown in late in this fight with Young and Beautiful at 81%. Graveyard with the self-zoom, it ends up surrounded. And Young and Beautiful have every angle on complete lockdown. 89% as we get a Mage already dancing in. Wait, you need to wait. Calicark, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you very, very much. OC, coming in from Ivory. There's Mage with the touch. Ivory, the leap in on the back of a Santana swap onto a Winston. Does not find anything with that. Pulls in the middle of the teleporter. We're going to do some damage, but nothing significant. So now Santana and the rest having to disengage, try to hide, get hunted down as Juice picks up the kill, but Mage finds the revenge. No tank left in this battle. Ivory slides and wants to find Neptune. Neptune escapes through the corner. Tried to skirt along the walls, will regroup with the rest of the team as Icy throws in a Kitsune Rush from the opposite side of the map. Turns around to clear Mage off of this flank, and at 99%, there's a player advantage with Rush in play, but the tanks are now back, and somehow, UniA has been able to hold on to the point throughout that player advantage. Regime 80% towards the sound barrier, needs to live. Doesn't have much room to give. 99%, the flip. Ooh, just barely stopped. The Neptune sound barrier fading away as Graveyard's going to get this Kitsune Rush online. Comes in the nick of time, trying to save Ivory. Santana's already low, has no choice but to jump on to this point. Regime, gets the sound barrier down, but it only hits 2. Just them and Santana are able to get shielded up. Terror Search is enormous. The Suzu is late. Graveyard, the last one alive, alongside Mage. And that is going to be the map. Young and Beautiful hold on through an exciting Oasis to take the 1-0 lead. I have decided I hate the white in their background, though. I'm putting a black background on it. Just got the very first kill of the map. Look at your play of the game. Right, Juice World. What a glow up. What a glow up from Juice. Over the course of 2025. And is now here, I mean, hanging, beating from the best of the best in North America, Tier 2. Fantastic map from him. Just because of the way the bands have been acting, I'll probably just have to ask again. I didn't see it. We can go see some stats, though. God, it felt so much closer than that. I mean, even percentage-wise was super close on both maps. And you go look at the stats, it's like, wow. Stat card so much heavily in favor of Young and Beautiful. AST being on the Ramatra or the Orisa. Looking indomitable. Leading the server in damage there at 10.6k. I'm going to go change that color scheme. Because I don't like it. Hold on, I have to check the match. There we go. Did it work this time? It still shows BAP has banned. Alright, let's get him after. Ooh, what is this sim skin? That sim skin is awesome. Like, okay, that's pretty cool. That might be the cover of this match right there. That's good. That's good. We're getting the Orisa matchup here. I'm surprised we didn't see the Santana Orisa more on map 1. Something we had seen on Oasis previously in the season. Trying to play it alongside the Mage Pharah here. Now we did hear earlier, during our first match, that Lich has got some sort of collegiate stuff going on, so is unable to play here for the rest of the night. So where we saw Lich playing a little bit before, UniA are sticking with Mage here for tonight. Oh, we saw Lich play in the past, not tonight, but previously. Ooh, Santana catches Neptune early, just as Icy Sniper is able to throw the Amatrix down. That double healing might have been just the ticket. So now there's no speed. Oh, an interesting boop. Well, that put AST in a really bad spot. Mage gets the concussive down right behind the Orisa. And that just sealed their fate on that. Another good one there at the end for Mage. Rocking the Devil Pharah as well, the Devil Rocker Pharah. All right, I see you. Remorse, thank you for the follow. Valen skunking it? Oh, y'all are too kind. Y'all are too kind. Woman already tossed over this. Neptune does have the sound barrier to counter. Keep an eye on Juice. The Volo shot up top. Catches Mage. Beautiful shooting to find the far out of the air. And all attention now forced onto Santana's the reason. No amount of cooldown's going to get you through that one. Good hold here from the defense. Wampton and Hot Cream Puff, thank you for the follows. Oh, everybody's skunking it, Lep. Y'all are too kind. Y'all are too kind. I don't know who came up with that, but I like it. I like it. That sounds like an Under thing. I don't know who, but I like it. Oh, we're going to get a mage swap, so no more far. We're going into the mage. I mean, actually, I was going to say very different style, but really the same goal. I mean, this is more tank focus, the way that feels to me. I mean, of course, ASD has swapped a couple fights ago to avoid some of that. And look at Juice continuing to land shot after shot. This one on the Ivory. Oh, that looked good. That, you got robbed. Your reticle wasn't on that lamp, Juice. You got robbed. All right, so 60 seconds here for Unie. Haven't even had a chance to touch on the regime. Well, I don't hear yet. Ivory out. Able to land the bull shot onto Neptune. I think I double tapped the palm. Sorry, that was a bit awkward, but it was a beautiful ultimate there out of Ivory. Santana and ASD gonna trade it out. We're gonna win this one's gonna do it without their tank. 22 seconds. Oh, as Ivory gets popped, they're able to fight Alex. Oh, Mage goes down. Icy Sniper stays alive alongside Juice to hold this point. Infamous Rotman, thank you for the follow. This is skunking all over, man. Oh. Hi, you know. Alright, the Desperate Doomfist return from Santana trying to make something happen, but nothing to be found. Rock solid defense.
Score 0-0. Switching sides.
Now, we also Goat Maz Remorse coming through with follows as well. I don't know if I shouted y'all out, but I appreciate you.
Initiating match.
I can't remember if I did or not. It's a hell of a hold out of Young and Beautiful. Juice. Juice stood out to me on that one. Yeah, you bet. I was going to say, Juice was, it felt like they had a hell of a round. 9-0. Leading the team in damage. I mean, you do actually have Ivory out damaging them, but, I mean, Juice, when you're landing shots like that, you don't need an excessive amount of damage. You know, just, 2 gets it done. I mean, it's Juice World. Hey, what's up, Cass? You're up late? I hope you're feeling better, my friend. Coach Cass in chat. Guess I'm sticking with the May defense. Nothing up close and crazy. Gives a lot of room for Ivory and Graveyard to do their work. Both teams want to play this a bit slow. Keep an eye on the teleporter from Alex. Really cause a shift in the battlefield at the most unexpected time. There it is, right behind Statue. Okay. She makes the read. Still, got a couple players kind of going back and forth through that. Mage is slow with the rotation. Actually just throws up a good wall. And is going to go hold down the front line alongside Santana. The defense precariously holding. They do not have control of that corner. In fact, nobody really quite does. You do get the cryo freeze forced out from the Mage. Juice knows that's going to be a vulnerable target if they can lock it down. Mage jumping it back and forth. Can use that wall defensively just to protect against the ADS shots from Juice. And Matrix out of the back line here from Graveyard. For a little extra healing, though, Santana LOS in it at the moment. Icy Sniper does have the response. Dropping the later Matrix into the fight. This is going to move ASC forward. And remember, Uni Cat just do not have a whole lot of room to give here. They are coming up on both of their DPS ults. The Photon Barrier is going to get invested in from Alex. Santana backing up through that one to make sure they don't lose their back line. They do lose Ivory through it. Sound Barrier comes down. Mage just the last one alive, and it's a desperate attempt at a Blizzard. You know, just some freezy victories. Frozen in dub. Young and Beautiful move up to 2-0. Ricky Gangs and Crank coming through with follows. Thank you so much. All right, let's go get some stats there for Matt, too. Just slept for 4 hours. Hey, I hope you're feeling better. Hey, yo, when you have a cold, just a good nap is the best thing in the world. I'm glad to hear it, Gas. I'm glad to hear it. All right, what stands out that stat line? I mean, Juice ends up been perfect throughout that map. Only 2 elims on the attack, but you know what? You didn't need any more than that. Stays on top as far as damage output. Oh, I see that. Look at the Ivory clapback. Wow, 8,300 on that map for Ivory. I mean, did actually have more damage than Juice going into the defense. We did acknowledge that. But I mean, it feels like that must have been pointed at the tank or something. I don't know. Not exactly sure. Definitely undeniable. What I am sure is the value that Juice found. My God. 0 assists as well. Which I mean, makes me feel like that's just all Juice. That's 11 final blows on 11 elims. So ADM Warrior 5th seed of that. I mean, but they were both deadlocked in record coming in. They were both, 10 and 5, I believe, coming in, so. So just kind of, we'll do a quick view of where our bracket's at. I know it's kind of messy because some are ongoing, some are just wrapping up. But after a finally fully completed round 1, here's where we stand. So Midori taking on Tapira there in the lower bracket. Alt already have a 1-0 lead over Shikigami in that lower bracket round 1. It's a Ramatra and a Lucio ban. It's hard to get in matches once they've started. So probably... Oh, get some rest, Cass. I appreciate you popping in. It's probably not going to happen, Skintiff. Once they started, it's very, very difficult to get into a lobby. Well, I guess we know who banned the Ram. Wait, did we get Ram banned again? What? Bans? I don't trust the bans. It says Ram and...
3, 2, 1.
Wait, what did it say? Ram and Lucio? I don't know that I trust that. I mean, maybe? All right, here, I'll just give you all... If that is, that means that Young and Beautiful banned out the Ramatra this time. You're like, nobody wants to play Ramatra. That's what it's showing. It was too late for me to ask. I don't want to ask them once they're loading in and having, once they're starting to talk strategy and stuff. Like, once it's past the, hey, we're all just waiting phase, I don't like to open my mouth. Unless I'm, unless there's, something asked of me or, it's very fitting at the moment. Unless it's very obvious that it's welcomed and okay. flipping the map here from Santana and Uni Acad. I mean, we are in fact seeing no Lucios here, and both teams kind of favoring that dive once again, but with a break backline. So I'm guessing the Lucio band is actually accurate, which would mean the Ramatra band is accurate as well. Hey, you know what? It's essentially a one and done. It's not the cleanest one and done we've ever seen on Kings, but it's essentially a one and done. Oh, I never poured my tea. I gotta have my tea. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta have my tea. I'm doing a lot of casting this weekend. I gotta take care of my voice. Casting every day this weekend. Huge pick. God, what an opener. AST just went full harpoon. Whale hunting on the graveyard. You are now soaked in oil. Too much. So after a very quick point A, defense from Young and Beautiful was able to hold without spinning anything either, right? And they didn't have to use any of these ultimates, just kind of stop cart. So now I have Photon Barrier and Ant Matrix to hold space, to play counter with. That was actually getting aggressive. Once Santana dives in, the Photon Barrier comes out. Mage is trying to counter with the blade, but doesn't have the dash. Doesn't really find anything with it. It's the Terror Surge from AST that ends up clogging the choke here alongside the Rally and the Photon Barrier, and a big defensive hold comes in from Young and Beautiful. I don't think they lost anybody. Oh, they did lose Juice through that. Okay, so they did lose one. Couple of sticks landed, but Alex is able to back up before Mage can get there for the finish. Woo, there's a lot of damage. Wait, if he gets deflected back through the AM Matrix, does he get doubled again? Alex is able to land one of those right clicks onto Ivory, though. Regime trying to rally in lieu of this 4v5. Has to get the shield up, block a couple of take aim bulbs. Well placed. But the Sim Beam just melts the Rose Santana. And the Rally will fall flat. Defense holds once again. Two minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Ivory and Mage swapping DPS. Good timing on the Terror Surge out of AST. As soon as Santana pushed forward, AST roars back. Mage gets popped while all that's happening. Kind of gets caught in a 1v however many on the other side of the choke. But Ivory's able to strike back, pick up a good important kill on Juice. Here comes the Rally in response, but Alex dies. Santana works past a trade out there despite Photon Barrier, Rally, and Ant Matrix in play. A really huge pick out of Santana. And I think worth giving their life for. The defense will not be able to hold because of that. And will eventually have to retreat at least back to the bookstore. Yeah, I was about to say. Imagine they'll get forced back a little bit further. That was the bolo shot tossed in from Juice. Able to fly to Ivory on the back of that. Terror Surge from Santana, at the very least, got Immortality filled out. Ooh, and you're eventually able to get a kill on the Neptune as well. I mean, that Terror Surge ends up being enormous through that fight. Just does so much damage. Being able to get way ahead in the cooldown trade. whittle them down from there. So 35 seconds as Uni are approaching the end of point B. Looking to move into the foundry. Tectonic Shock try to keep everybody at bay. ASD is able to run through it, up to the point to at least stop the cart. It does cost a couple of times, both gold and spin were used. Matrix now throwing from IC Sniper to try to hold on, but Ivory has an OC on the other side. Already picked up one. Up close and personal here with Juice, and they trade blows. Both find themselves watching a respawn timer. Meanwhile, 2v1 back here, and, well, Mage just turns around and picks up the second. Actually, it was a 2v2. His Graveyard was involved in that mismatch. Also, take a moment to highlight Santana in a classic Gladiator skin. This is the dark purple and white. And Risa 1 Glad skin. Huge spear out of Santana. Mage and Zip coming through to get two. So after the opening pick in a very aggressive position, I mean, you can see just where Juice's position. It was kind of an all-or-nothing defense out of Young and Beautiful. And Santana comes around and just does the beautiful 180 spear. Mage finds 2 kills immediately thereafter. Now, Ivory with sightlines down this far left side. Photon barrier does force a reset. Everybody successfully disengages to the safe side of that photon barrier. That does mean Uni giving up some precious space here with 25 seconds to go. Terra Surge really the only thing currently ready. Mage not too far behind with Terra Surge. Oh, excuse me, with the Tectonic Shock. Rally up from Neptune. Moves forward. Just a hold. Yanked in by the Terra Surge. Immortality Field. Neptune's booped out of it. Slammed down. Neptune is down and takes the rally with them. Alex eats a giant spear to the face. And a huge boop. Regime coming up with gold with a clever whip shot. Ant Matrix now in play. ASC's trying to hide behind the cart. Holding on. Regime just shield bash in. Flailing on the Orisa. Meanwhile, Santana cleaning up on the supports. One last person stalling on cart. Quickly removed. And that's going to be a cap in overtime here from Uni A. Fantasy, thank you for the follow.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Very close.
Ready.
Ivory once again leading the server in damage. Mage taking with the Venture. We saw that swap out halfway through that attack. He's going to come out on the Venture here.
4, 3, 2, 1. Is incoming. Defend objective A.
Unusual position where you see the take in. Santana trying to hold stairwell side. So, quick teleport from Alex and the entirety of Young People come up here. Good wall. It was quickly broken. Had isolated a couple players there for a moment, but only a moment. Ivory, woo! Got a chunky Rogan shot down the line. Santana follows up on that. Finds Icy Sniper around his back. Is able to jump back up to the high ground. As Young and Beautiful will try to push across the way. Santana is able to win the duel against AST. I love this positioning. I mean, Graveyard just kind of holds up top. As opposed to trying to rotate and do the chase thing. You end up with Santana and Graveyard just kind of planting their feet. It was Venture with the boop. Okay. I thought it was, no, you're right, Fuji. It was Venture with the boat. Good shout, good shout. Good comms, good comms.
Railgun charge.
Whoa. Mage lucky to have room to even burrow out of that one. AST shooting up at the rest. Gets Mage on the drill dash with the spear. That was a wicked looking shot. Santana's been able to trade on the juice though, so both teams missing a DPS player. Another wicked spear. Goodness, AST. These things are, I mean, just heat-seeking spears. Catches Graveyard too. No shot. 3 for 3 with the spears. All of them nasty. Give me a 4. That one wasn't as impressive, but you know what? You took Santana out of block, all right? So it still was highly functional. Highly functional. I tried to throw an extra syllable into functional there. Downpour, OC, Ant Matrix versus Terra Surge and Window on the side of Young and Beautiful here on the attackers. Santana pushing through the pubs. Oh, this is a wide flame. Yeah, there's the downpour coming in. Watch the OC to follow. The jump in, interrupted by the Terra Surge. Big spear, but the lamp is up. Ivory is still on their feet. Been able to pick up 2, 3 picks there for Ivory on the Sojourn amidst the Terra Surge and the chaos. Both teams kind of back away as the smoke clears. 3 versus 2. Player advantage going to Uni-A at the moment. Oh, no, Regime's still here as well. Big pounce onto Alex, and this is just going to slow down Young and Beautiful. Rally pop. Beautiful. You know, try to fend off the. Oh, it does. Juice pops Ivory out of the sky. Juice gets 3 on this OC. Man, I hit the wrong Sojourn, didn't I? Yeah, I was thinking, you know, Neptune shields up against Ivory's overclock. Nothing to really block it on the other side. You know, really good play, really good combo. Alex, I mean, we had a lot of ults invested in that. And see the economy pretty shot here from Young and Beautiful, but they're able to put 2 points on the board and have 4 minutes to work with, so plenty of time to swing it back. Whoa, Slide just barely getting you back on solid ground there, Juice. Tectonic Shock right over the point. That is gargantuan. That just cleaved through everyone. Picking up 3 with the ultimate. That's a 5-piece. Mage gets the ace. That's exactly what UDA needed here. They did spin the rally alongside with it. Go to wall. Isolation on Neptune successful. Well played. Santana had a plan and executed flawlessly. Used Force, teleport, immortality field, and got a pick. So far, so good here from the NEA, and they're going to continue this. They're fine. You want to take this fight? We will take this fight. Eventually, we're going to see Yab drop down. Terra Surge on the front line amidst the amplification matrix. Graveyard getting caught, trying to run away from it. His backline kind of tried to scatter, but you do end up with AST stuck way behind enemy lines. Still a low Santana. Well, gonna throw in an ultimate. Is that gonna be enough to bring this back? Ivory finds Alex. Immortality Field keeping Neptune and Juice in this fight. And the Ant Matrix is enough to get the car rolling with a pick onto Ivory. So Santana's gonna bail on this broken attempt at a reconfigure. I'd say that. Goes right back in. What is it, a 3v4? Eventually has to give up on this aggression. Does a good job of towing the line, Santana does. Here's all the plan, the wall. Force the lamp out, take health back control, and Mage comes in, help you with the finish. So that 4-minute time bank down to 150. Yeah, I've seen the window and the photon barrier come out in that 2-minute time period. It'll be Rally OC next, but you know what? We've got Uni-A have both of those ultimates. Got them on one faster than Young and Beautiful. Still Young and Beautiful going to be first to pull the trigger. And go ahead and decide to go now. Santana waiting to intercept. Drops a wall in. Watch for Juice to get pounced on. Oh, Ivory's got their gun pointed at the front door. There's the jump in and try to get Juice. Come back over to Santana as they try to follow him up. Nope. Swept the other way. Juice pops the OC. He's got to run Santana off. And the slingshot now favoring Yab as they look to take their turn. Rally up from Regine has helped to survive through this overclock. Teleport hit Matrix up to the high ground. Oh, this is a nasty spot for Icy Sniper to be in. Both them and Juice had sight lines down onto Mage. They're able to barely devalue the Tectonic. Graveyard takes it back. And Matrix from the same exact spot here for the opposite team. Defensive Uni Academy. Invest a couple of volts here to make this stop. Fighting Icy Sniper. Santana continues to pursue. Has a very low AST, but is taking so much damage. The Jagged Block, the Spike Guard rather, will find that kill on the AST, but it's a sacrifice play for Santana. Nevertheless, it's enough to force a reset with only 18 seconds to go. AST making it back into this fight first. No ultimates for either team to work with. Of course, that's going to favor the defense. You've got positional advantage. Ivory versus Juice here in the back of this fight. Alex, the next one up with an ultimate for the prime target here. One shot lands on the Juice. Juice is low as 25 health. Able to get topped up. Lots of bullets forced onto Santana. Thought they might have had an opening there. They did. But once again, Santana gives their life for AST +1 here at Young and Beautiful in this overtime fight. Juice is able to find Regime and Mage. Oh, nobody saw that, Juice. You're fine. You didn't want that high ground position. Rally on to the point. Ant Matrix in play from Icy Sniper. Both support ults invested. Return from AST comes sliding in on the Reinhardt. Gets the pin onto Santana. The Icy Sniper is able to find Regime. One hammer lands onto Ivory. Ivory has a speck of health. Pops the OC at 4 health in a dream. So many low health bars. And they're going to get it done. They make the stop. Uni Academy will win King's Row. We are moving on to a map 4.
Excavation initiation. Gotcha.
Big hold from Uni Academy on their map pick. Corsair or Runasapi. What are your choices here for Young and Beautiful? Alt up 2-0 over Shikigami. Midori take map 1 over Tanuki Tapire. EDM take the opening map over Dreamland. A huge hold. Huge 4-minute hold. Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Let's go get some stats. 2% of y'all credit Uni-A in that one. And they forced this map 4. Ivory at 20k damage once again, leading the lobby. Ivory has led every map. Nope, I lied. Juice led, did not lead map 1. Juice led DPS, AST led overall server. But it did the last 2 maps, Ivory has led the server. Albeit barely beating out AST in that map. Sim and Bap. Now that looks like a real ban. And it was Runasapi picks between the 2 maps for Yab to choose from. Now, when we saw them ban out the Bat before, it was an Oasis situation, kind of trying to force the hazard, I believe. But may want to stick with the brawl here. We'll see how it goes. No, Santana is in fact going to show us that hazard.
Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
We're seeing Mage take up a position at the bottom of your screen. Alex is there to mark. Neptune coming to help out in that. This is going to leave a 4v3 up top. Mage regroups here with the rest, expecting UNIA to go fast. They do not. Okay, they're going to wait it out. They're actually just biding their time here, so a bit of a slow approach from the Lucio Kiri hazard come. I believe we're waiting for Mage to get set up. Now this measured was the term that we kept using for the Uni Acad. And this first fight, once again, kind of looking more like a measured approach. But Mage does get caught, gets tracked down from Alex after trying to translocate out, never gets a chance to set up. And so it turns out that UNA will never quite find what they're looking for, although Graveyard finds what they're looking for is the trade on the juice.
They're pushing.
This has kept things interesting, but Santana low, and this will eventually be a fight win going to Young and Beautiful. You see the kite back for Juice at the top of your screen. Reason we weren't see AST try to get more aggressive on the minimal forces from the UNEA here is because, well, Young and Beautiful were missing some reinforcements of their own. But everybody back at full strength now. We're getting a little bit of a flank battle going on to inside here with the Mage, Lucio Trays going at it. Consider rush out on the point here, but Graveyard goes down. Santana's still able to pick up one nevertheless. So 3-1 in the kill feed. And Uni Cat come back to win fight two. Reclaim control of good old Tim Smith. Aye, it's Yab. I don't know why I said it like a pirate, but there you go. That's what you get. OC from Ivory. What's getting been leading the server in damage the past two maps. He needed a lot of attention on to AST. Going to continue to rush out from IC Sniper first. We're looking for a disengage there out of Uni Acad. They have not invested anything yet. Trying to wake up back into the corner. Now we're going to get the OC in the counter punch. One shot lands onto the dome there, but we get the Sound Barrier comes in from Neptune, negating a lot of the damage on the AST. Now the Terra Surge in, and the Eraser is going to claim one. That is traded back out as Neptune does fall after the Sound Barrier's investment. After skate away sideways. Regime lucky to be in one piece. Same can't be said for Maze. Or Mage. We've had neither team able to put together back-to-back fight wins quite yet. But with a lot of progress here from Yab after that initial fight win, they should get checkpoint here. Despite not winning two in a row. Well, I guess it wasn't... Well, it really wasn't technically two in a row. I guess it kind of was. That is Neptune and Alex both caught in that beautiful downpour out of Santana. Santana's just so nasty with the hazard, and I think that's one of the big reasons. One of the things that really stands out to me is how much value they're able to get out of the downpour. You know, there's so many things that can block it, and you need follow-up on it to make it worthwhile. Yet time and time again, Santana seems able to find just the perfect spot, always with a violent leap in front of it, some weird spin on it, catching people off guard. So there's minimal opportunity to get out of the way. Really nice downpours out of Santana. This gets the bot back to midfield. Numbers just won 300 face points. Congrats! IC Sniper, ooh, throws a continued rush back towards the tank. But here comes Santana Looping around from Ko's side, picks up that kill. Now you've got AST in a bit of an awkward spot. 2v2 split. Young and Beautiful trying to regroup at the jump pad where AST's going to throw out a Terror Surge and finds Regime. 94% towards the sound barrier. $80-meter lead, 4.5 remaining. The Young Leader upper bracket semifinals. Uni trying to force this map 5. And really, I mean, this map has felt so very back and forth, yet we still see a significant meter advantage here for Young and Beautiful. Back-to-back fight wins have been hard to come by from either team, but with this sound barrier in play, second sound barrier thrown in from Regime, and it's too late to save Graveyard. I thought for sure Mage was going to go in and try to throw that pulse onto AST. Ends up trying to just whittle him down with the pulse pistols, and Orisa takes too long to fall. This ends up with a bunch of kills coming through, favoring Young and Beautiful. I mean, to be fair, I think Alex was going to get those kills either way, but now back-to-back fight wins that have been so precious. Picked up here from Young and Beautiful. Oh, I almost got the camera through the doorway, didn't I? Extending this lead to 116 to 30. I mean, both these teams are dead even records through regular season. Oh, beautiful shot from Iron to pick up Juice immediately. Oh, and it gets Icy Sniper too. Spectacular shooting on the pixels there in the far back of the fight. AST will also fall to Ivory. And plenty of time left here on Runasapi for Unit A to swing this around. And that was an important fight win, investing just that one overclock. Good mark on the Mage. Everybody turning around and trying to take care of the Tracer. And Mage still lands the two-piece pulse! Oh, no! We saw a lot of attention drawn there. Yab turned all heads once Mage just appears out of that small room. It looked like all of Yab kind of fell back and grouped up in a little bitty clump in front of that doorway. Mage returns, dropped the pulse right into the thick of it. You saw Santana in hot pursuit. Huge value for Mage in that fight, even past the two-piece pulse bomb. Good disengage here from Uniacad. Now Santana responds. Terror Surge picks up that too. AST is able to gold up just before the spear lands, but the Terror Surge ends up looking a little bit flat there, a little bit like a pool noodle, being swung around by AST here in that previous fight. When we talk about just how precious back-to-back fight wins are, it's Uni Academy, who have now put together a couple in a row. They've got checkpoint. They have cut down the lead significantly, putting up 40 meters here over the past minute and a half. And they're continuing to march. The Mage is just getting set up in the most painful of places. The most unusual places. You just see Mage appear out of the walls. Uni storm it back. We hit the final 3 minutes, and they're like, all right, it's time to turn it up. We're not going into the lower bracket that easy. Now, Uni one fight away from taking this lead, which was looking insurmountable just a handful of minutes ago. Sound barrier fading. They're from Young and Beautiful. Juice is going to pop the OC, who's poised up here on this high ground, is able to slide out. Ooh, gets the kill on a Mage! With the jump shot, simultaneously avoids a pulse bomb and lands the killing blow. That has to be a beautiful vortex into the corner. It's not a vortex, but you know, the siphon. Ends up kind of separating the back line for a bit. You force out cooldowns with that. And Young and Beautiful are able to protect their lead. AST fighting successor with the Terror Surge to clean up the back of this fight. And Uni Acad get it within 4 meters. Winning 3 fights in a row. Mage with the back cap. At least initiates the OT. Ivory with an important pick. Oh, the bot's taken too far away. Mage can't close the gap and keep it alive long enough. Young and Beautiful will win the series 3-1. I thought we had another fight coming for sure.
This ends now. Double. Next time.
Next time. Hey, you might get an opportunity. Still a lower bracket here for Uni A to work through. Look at some stats there from map 4. Very close. I mean, Uni A won more team fights. It felt like Uni A won more team fights. I mean, it was in the beginning. I mean, it was 2-2 in team fight wins, but Yab still had that massive lead. Just able to find more value. I mean, that first fight win, you got so much distance from Young and Beautiful in that very first fight win. That the follow-up, it cost Uni A space. After they win a fight, they basically go back to neutral. And then Yab win the third fight and get checkpoint and lead. And even though Uni A end up winning more team fights overall in this map, I mean, they put together 3 fight wins in a row there from like the 3.5 minute mark to the 1 minute mark. I mean, Yab didn't have 3 back-to-back fight wins throughout the entirety of that map. It just didn't happen. But they got more value out of each one of those engagements that they were victorious, that they did come out on top. And I mean, it was still very close. You still see AST leading the lobby, and Ilios actually tied there with Bun/Mage. AST does lead the server at damage this time around, though, as well. I think I'd give AST your player of the match here today. Or Juice. Sorry, that 11-0 on circuit. Quad. Either way, I think you can't go wrong. Honestly, actually, I might give it to Juice. Either way. I think they're going to... I have 2 players of the match for you. But I can't decide between AST and Juice. I'm just giving it to both. They were both spectacular. And I think both are, hot next ups are players that have, just a meteoric rise in front of them, that feel like, from my eyes, just feel like they're just getting started, So it's really excited to see more out of Young and Beautiful. I mean, a very enticing roster that gives me a lot of hope for the future. What a fun match. I love both of these squads. I can say that about both of these teams. I love both of these teams, and I think they both just speak for what a bright future we have here in NAT too. But it's gonna be Yab win of the day today. Now they are 1 match away. Young and Beautiful are 1 win away from OWCS promotion relegation matches. If they're able to win that upper bracket finals tomorrow, they're guaranteed a chance at OWCS there for stage 3.